Should you be insulted by a woman faking an orgasm? Hi, my name is Apollonia Ponti, and welcome to my channel. And today I want to explore a topic that a lot of people find taboo. If your girl is faking her orgasm, should you be insulted? This question was brought to my attention by one of my recent clients who found out that his girlfriend of 2 years had been faking an orgasm. He was really struggling with the news and he came to me for advice about how to handle this situation. And because this is something that not too many people talk about, I wanted to dedicate a video to it. I know that a lot of guys are in this situation as a woman myself, and there's reasons why, and I'll go into that too. So first, we need to address something. Can sex be good even if it doesn't end in an orgasm for a woman? Based on interviews with thousands of women, and the answer is yes. And I want you to know that sex is complex. Everyone has their own preferences. It takes on many forms, and society norms sometimes needs to be ignored as well when it comes to your preferences. Basically, a woman can experience incredible pleasure and not orgasm, and it doesn't mean that you are not a good lover. For some people, this is just how they work as well. Did you know that some women can't even orgasm? And that's something that I actually will save in this video and give you more insight about so you can know. But that said, it is important to note that fake orgasms can sometimes pose a problem when they offer positive reinforcement for sex that actually isn't that good. Okay, but I'll explain on all of this in a moment. First, let's dive into the most common reasons, though, why women fake their orgasm. Before we get into reason number one, I'm going to ask you, if you are new to this channel, hello and welcome. My name is Apollonia Ponti. I'm a dating, relationship, and attraction coach for you men, and I've helped numerous men from all over the world get results in their dating and relationship lives. You can click the link below to see my testimonials. And also, if you are a first-time viewer or haven't subscribed yet, I'm going to ask you to click that subscribe button right now before we move on to this video. And for everybody that is a subscriber, thank you for being with me, and I would love to always hear from you, so make sure you comment below. So, to please your partner, right? A lot of people will do this, and that's reason number one, is the most common reason why a woman will fake her orgasm, is to please her partner. Women may fake orgasms because they want to make their partner feel good or boost their partner's confidence. They may feel pressure to act as though they are experiencing pleasure even if they are not. Let me explain. Women's pleasure is complex, and it can involve a variety of physical, emotional, and psychological factors. What feels pleasurable or arousing to one woman may not be the same for another. For example, many women require clitoral stimulation in order to reach orgasm, and vaginal penetration alone may not be enough for her. Additionally, some women may require a specific type of touch or stimulation to feel pleasure, such as pressure, rhythm, or vibration, to name a few. If their partner is not providing this type of stimulation, it can actually be really hard, if not impossible, for them to actually reach an orgasm. So in some cases, a woman may fake an orgasm because they feel pressure to please their partner, or they don't want to hurt their partner's feelings. So they may worry that their partner will feel inadequate or disappointed if they are unable to bring them to climax. When this happens, faking an orgasm can be it can be a way of preserving their partner's ego and also avoiding a potential uncomfortable conversation, unfortunately, and probably a conversation that has to have. The other reason that women may fake an orgasm is that she might not be feeling it and is just ready for the sex to be over. Sometimes it's not personal at all, guys. It's just that, like I said. Women pleasure is really complex, and sometimes she's just not in the mood and knows she isn't going to get in the mood this time around, but wants to make sure that you can be pleased in that moment. Women are pretty in tune with their bodies, so if she feels or she's feeling like she knows that she's not going to get any more turned on than she is in that particular moment, she's not going to force herself to try to get it here. Instead, she'll use a fake orgasm as a way to end sex. In some other cases, a woman might fake an orgasm, not because she's just not turned on, but because she isn't enjoying sex. For example, Maybe she has cramps from her period that is arriving. Maybe her stomach is upset, or maybe it just doesn't feel particularly good that day, which can happen to women. So now that you've talked a bit about why this might be happening, let's get to what you clicked on this video to find out. But before I do, I want to take a moment to invite you to click the link below in regards to my program all about how to please a woman. I've created a program in regards to exactly how to please a woman, foreplay, sexually, emotional intimacy to get her head turned on here so her body is turned on as well. And also when you start exploring her body, exactly what to try with a woman with very great details to help my men out. So click that link below. It's the How to Please a Woman program. Okay, first things first. Let's get into it. Number one is communication. If you haven't done so already, you need to have a conversation with your girlfriend about the fact that she's faking orgasms or that you might be feeling that she is, and determine whether it's just something that happens sometimes or if it's something that happens every time you have sex. Because a woman faking an orgasm from time to time is nothing to panic about, guys. It's literally a woman just wanting to give you pleasure too sometimes. It's not an ideal, sure, but it's also not the end of the world. As I was saying, there are so many reasons why she might not be experiencing pleasure the way that you would want, but it doesn't mean that you two are sexually incompatible. Now, if you learn that your girlfriend fakes her orgasm every single time you two have sex, there is something that needs to be addressed. While faking an orgasm in the moment may seem like an easy solution for her, it can ultimately lead to further dissatisfaction and disappointment in the relationship for the both of you. It's important for partners to communicate openly and honestly about their needs and desires and to work together to find ways to enhance each other's pleasure and satisfaction. This may involve trying new techniques using toys or other aids, or simply taking the time to explore and experiment with each other's bodies. I have something in my Master the Bedroom program. It's called the Yes, No, Maybe list, and this is a game changer for a lot of men if this is something you experience. So I know that talking about sex is really uncomfortable for some people, but remember that this is your significant other or the girl that you're dating or the one you want to experience sexual greatness with. And this is a huge part of your relationship. It's totally natural for couples to have questions, concerns, and desires related to intimacy and also fantasies. And talking openly about these things can help both partners feel more comfortable and actually more connected. Because the truth is, maybe your girlfriend has been faking an orgasm because there's an element of your sex life that is missing and you guys just haven't talked about it yet. Or what's more, maybe she has been faking orgasms because there is a breakdown in communication and she isn't fully at ease. She might not even realize this. I've seen it happen time and time again, where a woman doesn't feel 100% comfortable in the relationship just yet. And so she doesn't totally feel loose in the bedroom because of maybe some past experience she's been through. Remember, women are complex beings and the mental aspect plays a huge role in intimacy for women. Number one role, guys. Especially for long-term relationship. You can't read minds, guys. So communication is key. So if you found out that your girlfriend is faking an orgasm, I don't want you to panic. First, assess the situation by determining how frequently it's happening. If it's happening often, then it's time to sit down and talk about sex. This is nothing to be afraid of. It is a normal part of any relationship, and you two can work as a team to identify what can change and what might be missing from your sex lives. This will also give you the opportunity to find out if she might actually be satisfied with the way things are, or if there is something specific that you can do for her to bring her to orgasm. Intimacy is something to explore together. So if you're able to talk about it, you're going to be able to open the door to a much more gratifying sex life for the both of you. And also there's another caveat to this. There might be an open communication where the woman tells you that she's never had an orgasm before. Did you know many women out there have never experienced an orgasm, guys? That deserves a moment of silence. Because it is true. I've had a handful of friends that have told me in my lifetime that they've never had an orgasm. And there's a couple reasons for those, medical reasons that I can't prescribe or talk about because I'm not a doctor. So I would encourage her to go to a doctor first. But also too, the reason a lot of women don't have orgasm is because they grew up in a family where their sexual behavior was misidentified, or their sexual behavior was dismissed, or they didn't have it openly talked about, or it was like a foreshadow to never talk about at home, or they have sexual trauma that have happened in their lives, right? So men, understand that there could be a bigger reasoning to this. And also too, another one is because they never explored their own bodies. Many women actually, if they never explored their own bodies by masturbation or just touching themselves as a young girl, just like we all do, we're humans, what happens is she doesn't explore her own orgasm. Mostly women, the ones that can't orgasm, the reason why they're able to orgasm is because they were able to give themselves an orgasm first. Women are different creatures when it comes to our body, and that's why I made a whole program on how to please a woman, because many women who haven't experienced an orgasm, it also because they haven't given themselves sexual pleasure or also dismissed how they see themselves as a sexual being as well. So it can be mental or physical. So guys, figure it out. And if you have a woman that just has never explored her body before, encourage her to do it. Buy her something to do it, whatever you want to do. And a lot of men, when their woman doesn't orgasm, think it's their fault. It's because men have this society pressure for them to perform so good in bed, because if they penetrate and they have, I don't know, 10-inch long, whatever, you know what I'm talking about, then they're the best in the bedroom. And guys, women don't want that. Women don't want the 10 inches. Women don't want the penetration only. Mark my words, they will never have that sustainably, right? Maybe only once out of 10 women will want this, or 1 out of 20 women, whatever we're talking about. But here's the thing, guys, majority of women don't want that. It's not sustainable. It can hurt them. It doesn't give them pleasure. And so let's stop talking about these fantasy illusions of what sex is. Sex is how a man can get into a woman's emotional state, please her body, be in tune with her body, emotional foreplay, real foreplay, physical foreplay, and then goes on. If you want to take it to the next steps, you can start by a smaller program. I have the How to Please a Woman program. Then from there, if you like what you see, you can take my bigger program all about mastering the bedroom. I'll link those two below. So if you want to go big and go home, you can take the bigger program, which is called the Mastering the Bedroom program. And I'll link that below as well. All right, guys, because you stayed till the very end, I have something for you. It's a video all about manipulation tactics that women actually do, and we talk about in the bedroom too, and also outside of the bedroom. And it's a really important video for every man to watch. So go ahead and click that video next and watch that next video. As always, I'll see you in the next one. And remember, you are always loved. Bye for now.